Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to something extraordinary. In Space Engineers 2, somebody discovered that you can actually play water, or like paste in some water, so you can see the current works of water in this game, which I think is awesome. I will not start with that one though. I wait till a few more people will come and then we will go over there. It's this safe here. I already set up some water, but no ship. So we might need to go back to an earlier save, or I need to figure out how to make ships. For the moment, I think we can just go with this save. This was the one that I was working on. And my headset is having a sissy fit. Let's hope it will work. The LX sites are living proof. 5,000 years of isolation. What? Hang on. I've not heard about that. That might be some new faction that I haven't heard about. Right, so while we're waiting for some more people to gather around, I finished working on the ship. I decided to add 2 additional tanks and the forward and backwards hydrogen thruster. But for that I technically need to redesign everything. I also need to add some blocks here. Started adding a bit more armoring to this one, but I don't want to overburden it. But yeah, this side is kind of okay. I started making something under it, so I'm not smashing the thruster if I accidentally smash into something. I want to change it here as well. But let's just fix up this side, which basically means I need to cut everything off from this. Right, so this is what I had to kind of cut back a bit. The position of our tank will be determined where the conveyor will come out. And so basically this entire thing needs to move. This one needs to move back by 1 block. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Is the height good? I think it can go even one lower. And then this one needs to come out here, and I will need to add an extra half piece here. Let me put this one back in. Yeah, I can need to move this one also by one block. Is this it? No. This. Right next to it. Not adapter, but conveyor slice. I need to add one slice to this. Big hydrogen tank with conveyor matching up to that. And on that hydrogen thruster back and forth, and solar panel to the side, kind of in the middle at the back. I have to add some armory to it. This I'm kind of curious because technically with this one I can remove the third hydrogen thruster, the large one, and I can put an ion instead of that. This is good. I bless it. All I need is basically just fill up the tank. Well, thanks, all of it. Right now we are at 50%. That is not the best. I was watching the video from Beepleton in the morning. The guy who was raiding us yesterday. And he told me that he went down to that mine to mine ice rather than snow. Because you can get more ice from wet ice and less from snow. Like, I am at full load, I get 76 ice from this. If I mine the... I don't really have that one here, but I have the snowy rock somewhere, and you can get like even less from that. I don't think it's too much of an issue though, because you don't need too much ice. Definitely need less ice than in C1. Yeah, half a bag. This should be more than enough. I just need to find a way up. Maybe here? Oh, there you go. Yeah, this will take a while. Also added this long range spotlight. One should be enough, but I might add another one. Interesting. Can't seem to be able to add block right next to it. It doesn't list why. You know what? I think I know why. My solar panel is inverted. With this I should be able to put one. I still cannot. Come on. Oh, I can put it like this. Kind of. character is still floating away. Yeah, I have no idea why I can't put a block in there. It looks like the right place for a block. Oh, I think I know why. Because technically, until I built that block up, it is considered to be a floating block. Oh, fuck me. This was not planned. Sometimes decoration in SE2 is just tacked on with the duct tape. Right, so illumination, spotlight. Yes. And then I can probably put a 7 in this one. What? No! My entire thing is one block forward. I mean, one block more forward than it's supposed to be. Kinda don't look like it. But yeah, it's overhanging the back. Right, so LED lights that away. And just barely overhanging. Ooh, holy hell, what the heck? This is like a large version of the light. It's almost as big as my ship.
Energy low.
Uh-oh. Depresso lady. Right, this one is one block further out. Then this one Wait, I actually need to weld this up. And now I can put a 7 down there. Oh, I don't have steel. And then with the detail block, like this. I had to fill this space up with something on both sides. I did not add too much armor to this, but that was not the point. Right, so for the next trick, half block out of this. You know what, I can actually pull this here. In case I'm headbutting another antenna tower like yesterday. Is this covering? Yeah, it's not covering the very corner of it. I know there's symmetry with the TI thing, but I just like to do things manually than by hand. I wanted to add the same antenna config. This almost looks like I have some very fancy auto guns. And I added it. The first visible row of solar panel. And it goes all the way to the notch. Am I out of electronic parts? Oh, I'm not. Only two, not steel plate. And one of them I actually might want to weld up. Or, better yet, I can put a fourth one here. Oh no, my ship is symmetric, I can't put it there. You know, I don't care. So we will not lose the ship. And all is well. Things are well, not 100%, but ooh, this one is not filled. Time until empty. So we're actually losing hydrogen slowly, even when we are docked to the base. That probably should not be happening. And that's alright, let me build some ice more into this. Wait, what? Oh, this was not much ice at all. I'm full of parts. Now, interestingly, this list of items on our ship is kind of randomly rearranging itself. Interestingly, you can group them. I have not even seen it before. I think this comes from Avorion. That's the or some. That was another space game that I have seen where you. It's Empyrean Galactic Survival. That's why you can like kind of group chunks of your internal components, and you can basically close the things that you don't need, and you just have the most important parts out in the list. Our dear friend Marek is taking the good examples. Yeah, but we're not 100%, but it should be more than enough. It says 93%. I ain't gonna say no to that. Alright, we have one active mission on the exact far side of the planet. Alright, let's go. Let's go for a ride. We need to get out of the atmosphere. that's where our atmospheric engines were cutting off. I'm actually thinking, where the heck is the space station? We might just go there, because at the space station we can refuel for free. Pretty sure I will not use that much hydrogen, but a free refuel is always welcome. And now with the big hydrogen thrusters, we are actually stopping almost immediately. That's pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with this ship. Needs a bit more fluff in terms of armoring and connecting things, because right now this entire wing section is just connected by one small conveyor block. Yeah, now we are having a move. Our up and down is still not convincing, but our forward and backward is pretty good. Almost looks like I think the thruster might just be hitting the atmospherics. I need to look at it. Yeah, 100% charge. I don't even need anything else from this station at the moment. We already have our mission, even though I don't even have the faintest idea. Technically, hang on. Going that way might be the fastest. And disabling dampeners. We are cruising with 300 meters. You just kinda need to keep an eye on the planetary gravity. Because right now we are in gravity and it's growing. So kinda need to go with a wide round trip. Gravity takes us all. Oh yeah, sunrise. Maybe a bit blinding. These are tier 2 missions though, so there's a good chance that I might not have all the materials to do the repair. In that case I will need to make a list. As you approach the edge of atmosphere, ion thrusters will cease to function. So I don't have any ion thrusters. But I unlocked them in the last mission. So maybe the game is thinking that I have some. Ah, look at that. All the particulates in the clouds. This an unknown signal 5k out, even closer than our actual mission. Let's make a pit stop. Warpax, hello. Was you? Well, I was wrong. There is GPS in SE2. Yes, there is. Not entirely obvious how to do it, but yes, there is. Hang on, for some reason we are going up. Let me land. Wait, were you the one yesterday who talked about the phantom lead? I went there after, like at the very end of my stream, and indeed there was no lead in that cave. I know this one is a container home. Oof. Open the map. Yeah, I noticed that you can like click on places, but since you don't have a detailed map of where you are and you can't do this, you can kind of make you are here. Hang on. Was it right click for a new marker? Add. Is it adding it here? No, it's adding it at 4. There you go, 47 kilometer. So I couldn't really figure out if that's like a joke. There's a GPS tab. Container home, I can probably delete that. If I add GPS marker, is it adding it at my location? That is the thing. Ah yeah, if you click on this one, it is basically /GPS wherever you are. So it is working, it is just not immediately obvious. Especially for people who are coming from SE1. Hey Barbax, do you want to see something really cool? There's actually water in this version of Space Engineers. And you can like go in it, dive in it, fly over it, everything. I made it work based on the YouTube video. Our dear friend Marek was praising the dude who figured it out. It's actually, there's a developer admin console in the game, and in that one you can basically summon water. Yep. Hang on, let me make a save here. And we go out to the menu. Yes, I want. We will come back to this one. I think it needs to be in creative mode, because you kind of need to do things there, and I already have it here. Yeah, it's a dev tool. I kind of lost my ship in here, but look at that, there's water. And you can go under it, inside it. If you have a ship, you can fly over it, and it could cause ripples all around if you're flying fast enough. It's not like it's not filling the entire world. It says filling in a lake. I think you can activate it by Control Shift Alt, comma, dot, and del at the same time, and after that, if you press F12, it will bring up this thingy bing. You can actually move the sun over a bit so you can actually see it. If you can figure out how to summon a ship, then I can actually show how the ship ripples are working. And you can like dive into it. There's nothing underwater, like no plants or anything, but you can actually see it a little bit how it will look like. Oh yeah, actually the character is making ripples too. Look at that, I have not even seen that one. We are dipping our balls into it. I think there's a way to make the flowing water too. I have no idea how though. Let me take a look at that. So in tools, there's this procedural water thing. It has mass fill lake, mass fill domain, wake up all, deactivate all, distant all, deconstant all, zero velocities, convert ocean tide, pack grids, unpack grids. So I'm not particularly sure how to mark all water to boil, boiling settings. Huh. Boil all water persistently. It's not actually boiling anything, is it? I don't feel like it's boiling. If I would have some iron, I could make like a boat, and we could have a boat adventure. And that ball over there is the planet Byblos, the ocean planet. I've been there, but since there's no water on the planets, just wherever you generate it, it was just a gigantic canyon filled with nothing but disappointment. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. One thing I wanted to check though, hang on. Technically I saved my ship, but I was not able to fill it in because I'm not sure we are in creative mode. Maybe there's a way for me to enable that. Wake up all. Quite curious about this one. D constant or zero velocities. Convert ocean tile. And those are not seemingly not doing anything. Highlight cell. That is not highlighting anything. Clear water, clear ocean, remove global domain. Remove planetary domain. There are some stuff here that I don't understand. Technically there are character related information here too. I can set the color of my fancy schmancy suite to whichever color I want it to. Mesh groups, so I do like when people make this kind of things. Magnetic boots, angular speed. So I cannot make myself admin here. Colonization map. Oh, look at that. These are the sectors. Biblos sector. Planets. Delphos. Oh, shit. Hang on. Writing mini dump for process. Okay, hang on. This might crash Space Engineers. I forgot to mention that one. But I know you can insert planets, and that one thing that I wanted to check in here was whether or not I can insert other planets, because there was a Mars-like planet, and I was kind of curious about that one. The problem is I have no idea how to get there, even if I manage to paste it in. And it kind of looks like Space Engineers just entered into a meditation state. I need to stop it. But yeah, it was cool. I was happy to see it. It's obviously not ready for production. This is why you saw that, you know, it's either not feeling the thing or it is even crashing the game with some settings. But regardless of that, it's pretty cool. Let me see if I can paste in that Mars-like planet. I have not yet figured out how to do it. I pasted in the Biblos planet, but I kind of don't really know how, because technically it says you can select the planet and then enable a tool to paste in a planet, which I kind of did, and then I guess you need to click on an area to actually paste it in. And it was render, mesh generation. I guess this is where you can insert certain things, but I don't understand any of these values. Tools. These are the water tools. Survival. Creative global, maybe this should help. Enable distractions, infinite. Oh, by the way, if I would have a ship and I would just drop it on the water, it basically disintegrates. Start on the planet. No. Controls? No. Procedural generation? No. I know there's one that is save zones. I can insert stations as well, but they're not actually inserting anything. Move to camera. That is basically supposed to put the station around us, but we just have a bubble. It even cleared some of the water. I'm okay with that. F12. There are some additional stations. Piretra Station, Zarkon Station. These are, I guess, for future planets. Delete, selected, save zone, survival, hang on. I want to find out where I inserted that Biblos planet. Controls. That's a nope. Tools. 2D slice. Debug, procedural, water. Highlight cell. No, it was somewhere else. Entity, maybe? Grid NPC. Not this one. Encounter? No. Discoveries? No. Contract, consumables, colonization sectors. Move sector to player. What? Teleport to oh, we can actually select Delphos. Teleport to sector. It is not doing anything. These sectors are not in there, but if I go to Karmic, there's no Karmic teleportation either. Was it in colonization map? No, this is just map settings. Planets? Dang it! Process failure. This did not work. I know that there's a way. Hang on. I know there's a way to make this work, because I inserted that other planet and I'm actually quite curious if it actually inserts other planets or just that 3 that... What? Starting download? What I want to download? Space engineers. Don't download anything, just start it. Updating. I hope there wasn't any like thing that would patch out the console. Although our dear friend Marek was pretty happy with the actual people who found it, so he was not angry about some people trying to put water in their gameplay, even though it's like extremely buggy at this point. So there you go. Right, Shift Control Alt comma dot del and then F12, and I need to figure out where is it. Not colonization map. Entity would be the most logical, but these are existing entities, not inserting stuff. Grids by distance, spawn and process character now. Fast travel? Oh, fast travel. Available destinations. I think this was the one that was making the game do fast travel, but there are no destinations. The destinations: Echelon Station, Biblos Station. Yep, no, okay, this was not it. I keep it in though. Floating objects? No. titanium sheet, superconductor. Gameplay? No. This was interesting though. You see, there was something called show rings. Okay. Technically you can add rings to planets. But I was trying to add one to this one and it was not adding anything. Heat maps, missions, old, paint, prefab spawner. Okay. Procedural generation. Progression, projectiles, replay to respawn. Set world spawn to current transform, okay. Save zones. Stats sun. Oh, this is just the sun location. We can set it to early morning-ish. And it's alright. Survival. Trash removal, UI, undo, redo, voxel. I think this voxel was the one. Planets list. So there you go. Byblos, Earth-like, Chemic, Mars-like, Testeran, Verdant, Water planet. I kinda wanna check out this. Doesn't look like it made me a planet, isn't it? Mars-like. Activate asteroids placer. Oh, we can add asteroids. Mars-like. Planets preset list. Target planet Mars. Planet radius. It is not adding anything. I have no idea how I pasted in that water planet there. Mars, target planet, potato, what? Materials, procedural icy asteroids, fiery asteroids. Uh-oh. We apologize. That's alright, space engineers, you were not meant for this. I was trying to insert some fiery asteroids in atmosphere. That is okay. I wanted to try out if I can somehow put in that Mars-like planet. That would have been an interesting go at it. If I can insert the water planet in, I should be able to insert the Mars-like, but I have no idea how. We'll figure it out, or not. If I won't be able to figure this one out, I just go back to the VS2 survival. Alright, see you later, Povix. Thanks for checking in. Control Shift, not that one, this one. And Mars-like. Doesn't look like we are adding planets. Hey Deez, hello. I'm just messing around for the moment. I'm trying to insert a planet. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I actually inserted a planet. The problem is, I'm not sure how we could get there. I inserted 3 planets on top of each other. That would be a Mars-like planet, so we definitely need to get there. Let me get in there. Where was that? Consumables, controlled entity, debug, draw client. No, I don't want that. There was a setting where I could set myself as, set display as, hang on, fast travel. Gameplay. I wanted to see if I can set it as creative mode. Creative global, which means I can go to here, blueprints, get the hydro slicer, place it in. Uh-oh. It kind of went in the area. P to unlock from this. There you go. Heck yeah. Look at this. Oh, in case you wouldn't know, your ship is kind of making waves if you're going in water or above it, like above the surface. How is it hanging? Yeah, indeed. It is hanging. I'm just messing around. Somebody posted a video that in the current Space Engineers 2 you can enable water or like add water even if you're not enabling it. I added a little bit of it, so like half a lake worth of water. Hang on, let me level this one out. Kind of want to showcase the waves, but for that I kind of need to be close to the surface. Something like this. Hang on, I might have not been close enough. Oh, there you go. There are some foams in here. Underwater is currently a bit funky. Hey, let's see those Mars-like planets. I'm kind of curious about those. I need to get out to space and then they try to get there, and probably that will be my admin endeavors. After that I probably go back to the normal gameplay Wanted to play SE2 as well, but GFN gave you errors. I feel for you, it is that GeForce Now is not actually a nice place to do anything if you actually want to do things. Uh-oh. 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 The game might have been crashing out a bit. Two planets inside each other might be not something that the game ever meant to handle. Error. This might need a restart, sorry. I do? Oh, hang on. Might be crashing the entire PC. I would not like that at all. Hang on. Stop this madness. I see. Hopefully it was not inserting more than one planet. I just want to put in a Mars-like and want to see that one. Is the storyline any good? It's I think you would like it, but it's not like a straightforward thing. It's a bit like you can feel the Eastern European influence in some of their lines. Like main character and their brother, and they are, I think one of them is called Ivan. So it's kind of like the dialogues are a bit awkward. They are trying to present it as natural dialogue, but I'll be honest, it could use a bit of a practice. Story itself is okay. It has a proper intro now, so that's good. You land on a planet. There are very good tutorials on like how to mine, how to fly a ship, how to get hydrogen, what to do with a hydrogen-based ship. So pretty well. By the way, by the time you do the tutorial, you will have everything that you need and a large ship to do things with. So this way, it doesn't feel like a tutorial, but it's basically a tutorial, but it is presented as guided gameplay more like. So it's not like a do this, do that tutorial. Technically it is that, but it is presented with story, so it's more like a guided experience. Appreciate the sentiment. Well, it worked on Monday, but yesterday crashed. Supposed due to update. The update was just a few kilobytes fixing some crashes, so I don't think it's connected to that one, or at least it shouldn't. Or I don't know. This save might not be working. Oh no, I messed up my save game with admin tools. Yeah, your people, it is. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, if you are coming from like a different neighborhood, you might find it a bit awkward. Hmm. Well, I might have messed this scenario up. I don't think it will load. If it would have loaded, it would have loaded by already. Let me get back to... Maybe we can make a new one, just to see. Hang on. We will sort it out. New game. Creative. Okay, there you go. And it was Shift Control Alt, this one, that one. And then it was voxel, Mars-like, Activate placer. Oh, there you go. Okay, okay, this works. I don't know what I did, but let me since we are here, let me put in the other one. Tester run. I have no idea what that is. Activate placer. Put one in there. Oh, it's a test planet. Oh, interesting. So it is basically just showing you various textures, soil, coast, and that sort of stuff. Probably there's a way to fast travel there, but I'm poor. Water planet. I'm putting one up there. Oh no! This might not have been the right one. No undo action. Hang on. Water planet. Can I delete this? I cannot. Delete the selected active planet. Okay, so it is not putting it up there. I can put one there in that direction, maybe. Water planet. Activate placer. Bang. We're good. I don't know how to teleport yet, so we're gonna go there. Hang on, G. Build, blueprint, hydro slicer, place. There you go. That would be interesting to visit, but I want to check the Mars-like first. Wow, look at that water planet. That's more like an ice planet than a water planet. But I can tell there's water on it. Let's get on the Mars-like first. I'm kind of curious of that. I'm not sure if that's like the chemic. They just kind of call it differently. We have seen a bit of this and that. You are right, the characters have a nice Slavic tone to them. Yeah, all of that. The intro itself is just selling it immediately. Which is, I guess, not a problem, but... yeah, and we can actually depower. So we can fly in. Or what? Something is burning on this ship. In the meantime, I try to make up some of that. Grass, green, patchy, sand, savanna. I wonder if that's like an actual planet where we can land on. It kind of looks like it is a planet. But you know, space is big. I don't want to go there. I just visit the Mars-like, we land on it, we took a look around. I might check out the water planet because I'm quite curious about that. It looks a bit vibey, and after that I go back to the normal gameplay. It shouldn't be too big. In the meantime, Hades, you can tell me about your Empyrean experience. I was just talking about the Empyrean because even in this game they kind of added some Empyrean influence, and I can show it to you. If you open the control panel, you have the option to like group things together. That was also there in Space Engineers, but you know, this is just grouping things together, and just like in Empyrean, you can just close the group and name it, rename it, whatever. So this has kind of reminded me of Empyrean a little bit, because there also you can group certain things together and just close whatever you don't need. I saved the blueprint broken. Yes, because I was not actually planning to save this blueprint. I actually fixed a bunch of things on this ship since I made this blueprint, but the actual good version is in the save file, so the actual vertical slice to save file. Unfortunately, we are going with 300 meters per second, and that is the maximum. So it might take us a minute to get to Mars. But we are getting there eventually. It is fun, but you might have overplayed it a bit. Or you might have overplayed it a bit. Yeah, I saw you were playing that like several weeks in a row. I was wondering if you just like it that much or what. I mean, it's not a bad game, but I think our maximum was like a week. After that, we were kind of dozing off. I wanted to play it a bit more, but I think something else came up and we would rather started playing that one. Found a nice troop of Germans to play with since your OCs and PVs have left. Well, I'm happy that you found your people. That is always admirable. Ah, really? I thought that's Avorion. I thought Avorion is your most played game. Or maybe you just told me that Avorion is for you as Space Engineers is to me. I went again with Avorion not too long ago. I get to the same area where, like the same place as we left off last time we were playing in multiplayer. I had the top technology outside the circle, but after that it would have been just story missions making me ferry myself all across the galaxy for a lot of things, and I kind of pulled over into other games. Avorion is a good game. I actually sent an email to our dear friend Marek Rosa about it. I wanted to convince him that Space Engineers 2 also needs drone swarms, like you can see in Avorion. But who knows? I'm not sure he would listen, but it would be super cool to see drone swarms like in Avorion. When you actually build up a full ship with drones and like all the base full of drones and they are just buzzing around, that's like extraordinarily good. It's a game that is fun on servers. I agree, we were having a fun with Serenity and you when we were playing. I was mostly having fun with Serenity because I wanted to avoid playing with you, because you already played it and you know everything and you know where things are, and we like, you know, discovering it for ourselves. But it was fun, we were making our stuff. Serenity even loaded in some workshop ships, and we were doing missions, fighting stuff, clearing pirates. Serenity even tried to steal an asteroid, like an entire space station. It's good, it's a good game. Maybe one day I will play it through, but I kinda need a lot of free time for that, which I didn't have recently. That is life, I guess. Space Engineers 2 will probably eat up my week. That I'm fairly sure of. I will be on holiday on Friday and the better part of next week and the week after as well. Turns out I have 7 holidays left that I was not even sure about. I thought I took all my holidays out, but no. But it's good. I'm happy. Happy with extra holidays. I will have time to do some of my projects. I bought a new tutorial series which is specifically talking about game making from Blender and Substance Painter to Unreal Engine, and it's from a dude I previously got some stuff from, like Substance Painter materials and stuff, and it will be good. I just kind of need to get to actually doing the tutorials and watching them and, you know, doing along. That's definitely in the cards before Christmas. Found an old save of yours where we killed the Guardian, and I was thinking of doing a stream series from there. I don't know how far is that in the game. Is it like when you went inside the circle and the Guardian is there, or the Guardian is guarding the circle? There are some more advanced bosses that you haven't seen yet. Oh, you mean the Behemoth? I've seen it once. I was like at near the end game of where we were having the server, and I went there and I was putting everything on it, all the drones, I was shooting it, everything. I barely made a dent on it. I mean, barely made a dent on its shield, I was not even damaging it. There are some more advanced bosses, blah, blah, blah. We were thinking add some mods to modify the world, make it look more advanced. That would make the enemies also a lot harder. Okay, yeah, do that. I would be interested to see a bit more advanced stuff of it, but I'll be honest with you, I will only be interested if you actually have drones. Hover your drones for me, everything else is just blah 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 blah. Through the circle in the sector 00 is the Guardian. Ah, okay. Don't spoiler it, I won't even wanna make it myself. But yeah, so it's basically after the story ended, what you mean. Alright. Time to fire up the engines. Ending in some dampeners. Wow, I'm not sure if this is the chemical or they actually try to add another planet which is not available in the normal vertical slice. But wow, look at that atmospheric glow. I love it. Hang on, I want to make a... I want to make a good screenshot with that planet in the background as well. Oh wow, this one also has caves and everything. Oh, pretty awesome. I see an asteroid there, pretty close to the planet. You have certified Serenity fighters in your main fighter squad. Once you pass through the All-Night layer region, your current ships are basically paper. Okay. Yeah, you told me that they are not worth much. But I guess same way as before that, you can just... Oh wow, look at that, the sun is looking bluish. Hang on, let me land on this, so we can say that we landed on Mars. Hang on, landing is not as easy. land. Oh, wait a second. They said it's a Mars-like. I see grass in here. I do like this tan colored sky and the blue sun on it. It's pretty neat. Enough lollygagging. Let's check out that water planet, and after that I want to go back to normal gameplay. I have some missions to get to and stuff to unlock. We had a shutdown invasion. At one point they came with close to 50 ships. That was awesome fight. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I was only fighting like a bunch of those. I remember I had no issue with anything except the things that were shooting through the shield. Because when we were playing the server, you might remember I had a ship that was that basically was having millions of shield. But at that point sometimes enemies came that were shooting through the shield directly to the hull. And I didn't really like those. Because I built my entire ship with the idea of you know, having invincible shields. Oh wow. Okay. Cliffs, no. Interesting. I think that's supposed to be an ice planet, not a water planet. But I kinda need to aim for that, where the sun is. You know what, I don't actually need to hit wherever the sun is. Oh, hang on, I think the game crashed. Did it? Ah yeah, the game crashed. Well, I guess we are not looking at the water planet. That's alright, I don't mind. We have seen some crazy stuff. I'm going back to survival. Lost 2 stations to them though. They are shield negating weapons. Yeah, those are the ones I don't like. Not my favorite, I'll be honest. Alright, let's figure out which one was our save. This one. This is our normal save. I just wanted to show the water to some dude who came earlier before you. It was interesting, but even I can tell it's not ready for production. They need to do a lot of bug fixing and crash fixing with it. O2 gen. This one has magnesium and ice in it. Okay, I don't mind if I do. I actually need some ice to refill the hydrogen in this one. See, I fixed the wings on this. They are not awkwardly positioned. O2 gen. Do it. Do it, lady, as Ella would put it. Putting back a little bit. I am not going to dismantle that base because we have a marker there that I need to get to 12 kilometers out. That is an aspect of Empyrean Reforged Eden too, that you like... You mean the shield negating damage? It makes it more realistic. Well, excuse me, what's the point of a shield if you can have something to shoot through it? I don't agree that it's a good part of it. Oh, what? My normal save is having an issue too? Hang on. I might need to reinstall the game at one point. Oh no. Oh no. All this admin tool doohickey is messing up my actual gameplay. Or is it? Hang on. Hello, game? Work? Hi? Oh no. This is brand new. I don't like doing the... Hey Paddy! Not allow as much damage. Okay. This is not good. If this admin tool hacking thingy is messing up my actual game, I might have a hard time. You sound like you haven't seen each other for years. Alright, so that's where we need to go. Let's try getting there. Oh, this almost looks like a riverbed. Kinda looks like this ship is vibing a bit. I think the problem is with the 3 engines. I'm kind of going faster than the game can load in. If I'm not reaching the speed limit, I should be fine, I think. I don't want to oversell it. Maybe we'll freeze again. Interesting. We're going up even though I'm not pressing any buttons. Excavation site. Hang on, let me land here. Iron, nickel, silicon, we have everything here. Boop. Let me make a save since we are here. Locate the excavation site and finish construction of unfinished blocks. Oh, they have ice in this. Lots and lots of ice. Ooh. Compressor and battery. More stuff. Battery. More wires. I'm taking it. Well, the parking is what it is. I had a landing gear at the bottom of my ship, but I had to move it because if I have the landing gear at the bottom, I won't be able to connect to anything because the landing gear is sticking out. I guess I could put my landing gear up there, but I had to move some stuff, so I put it in the front. And that's why it is there. So basically, when I want to land, I'm landing like this. And let me get on with this one. I want to do all the missions here because in this stream I wanted to get to the new desert planet. So let's see what we need to do here. Oh, you have some silicone in there, I see it from here. Alright, so we need to finish 2 batteries, a drill, and a gear forge. Okay. Yeah, this is doable. I don't see anything problematic. I need a bunch of iron though, because that's the tool of the champions. Isn't it 30 meters per second, Paddy? I find it a bit boring. So I guess if later on we will be able to switch that off in a server setting, I will probably switch it off. I don't like the fact that I cannot ding my ship. Electronic parts. Oh, that needs some silicone. We did have silicone somewhere. Cobalt, iron, copper, oh, 200 meters that way, what the hell? I saw silicone as we were coming in here, so let me nibble on that one. Should be good. Where is the hole? There is the hole. Yeah, but don't try playing it on GeForce. Play it on your normal PC. Iron, copper. Cannot use raw materials for compressor. Oh, there are some here. We are in a lock. There are 6 here. I just need to have some more iron, I guess. Aren't we all? And I have 2 more weeks before salary. After that, Christmas shopping time. Alright, the drill done. But this is not a... This is actually just for show, because they don't have pistons yet. So this is technically just a static drill drilling at nothing. I would wager it can't even go down because of that beam. And anyway, I'm not criticizing this. I'm okay with whatever. Oh, more compressors. I take it. Motor. Oh, nickel and cobalt. I saw nickel up here. Oh, this is an assembler. So basically, if we would need to, we could make our tools here. Smelter too. Normal places, bank transfers, instant court refund up to 5 days. Oh, this is for the train thingy, right, buddy? Oh, they have more batteries here. What the hell? This goes down all the way, all around. Cobalt, 100 meters that way. I've seen somebody play that today, the vein. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm kind of afraid that it has a bad syndrome of too many items. This goes nowhere, and we need cobalt. It should be enough. Oh, they added more things to finish for us. That is done. Yeah, I saw these batteries before, but I was hoping I don't need to fix them. Oh, I need more iron. If you played Vane, let me know how that goes. I played it like a little bit, and it looked a bit low effort. Animations were not too good. Items were too many. It didn't look too interesting. It kind of was like a differently looking 7 Days to Die, but without the actual voxel mining and building. I know Mark was pretty happy about it. Serenity also tried it. I'm not sure it was catching on with either of them. I have a marker here, but there's nothing there. Oh wow, look at this. Big cavern. I have not even seen this one. Ooh, compressors.
Inventory full.
We don't know the meaning of that. Alright, drill done. There are 2 more batteries here that we need to finish. Oh no. There's a demo for Wayne Paddy, so if you just wanna give it a quick try, you probably should be able to. Oh, then I guess you have your first taste test already. Uh-oh, I have to be careful. If I dink these, then they won't be heavy. I failed one of the last missions because I kind of damaged the station that I had to repair. It's a thing in this game.
Inventory full.
Heck yeah, please don't tell me that they have anything else after this. Contract completed, return to terminal. Yeah. This will unlock some, I think the new battery, this will unlock the new battery for us. The base battery, and we can put like 4 things in it. If I find the exit. Yeah, this looks familiar. Hang on, this is where we came from. Oof, this was awkward. I do a save before anything would ruin this wonderful repair work. Canyon flying. Oh no, the game crashed again. Good that I saved. But this is definitely unexpected. Yesterday we were able to play this game for like a very long time. We were playing this yesterday for, I don't know, 6, 7 hours, 8 hours even, and it was not crashing at all. I wonder why is it doing now? Maybe something the developer tools were ruining in it. Yeah, I think I was messing around with water, enabling, disabling stuff, and I think it was kind of messing with my other save as well, not just that specific save, which would be a problem. But worst case scenario, after the stream today, I will find the save file, delete the game, and reinstall it just to be sure. And we will see if that will help it. I didn't really want it to check anything regarding the water, but you know, I was too curious. No one can tell me that we cannot check a water feature when it is so close. Everybody is waiting for water in Space Engineers for a very, very long time. Oh, what? Not again? I couldn't even make like 5 meters. Is it really like having an issue with me loading things when I'm going at max speed? It shouldn't be. Dang. I need to disable one of my thrusters to see. But seriously, I had zero issue with this game before yesterday. I mean before today. Alright, let's reach for the skies then. I'm not even looking at the planet. And I'm not going maximum speed even when we are ascending. The contract terminal is 135 kilometers. So basically need to get out of this space. Need to get out to space and then cruise. We won't have enough hydrogen to get to it. So basically just need to wait till I get to 0G and then go around the planet. Something in the water is cursed. Yeah, I think I might have messed something up when I was trying to switch on and off settings. And you know, I kind of expected that the game will save only for that save game. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing a save. If this is how it works, this is how it works. I'm not judging. We'll progress no matter what. 0.1 G. There's an asteroid there. But I'm not checking asteroids here because if you look at the map, you can actually see what type of stuff is in here. So I kind of want to do the 2 missions or whatever, how many ever missions we have. Yeah, this is good. This will work. I can even switch off everything here and we just cruise. Technically we are at 300 meters per second, but this will be just some space engineers ASMR going around the planet. I was also thinking about revisiting the SE2 modding tutorials. There are some static models that I kind of want to add to this. Like in my base, there was a nice table where it would be fantastic to fit in some fancy PCs and monitors, but I'm pretty sure that is very, very far away. Star Rapture's doing a co-op playtest. When? I wanted to try it out last time they were having that playtest, but I never really got to it. We were neck deep in some other game. I wanted to check it out. You guys were not really selling it, if I remember correctly. 3rd to 8th. That's doable. I have a weekend and a holiday in that period, so I might be able to check it. Depending on how long Space Engineers 2 will last. Oh, we have an unknown signal here. I have not even noticed it. And this looks like the... I wanted to say it looks like the assembler thing, but it kind of looks a bit different. It does look a bit different. Looks like a wreck. This is conveyor. This is a window. Container. Reactor! And it has the reactor cores in it. Heck yeah, hang on, let me clear my stuff. Where is my ship? Ah, here. Yeah, this is awesome. So it just needs some wire and heavy duty plate, which we have a lot. The thing is, hang on, does it have any... Can I fix it? I won't be able to because I don't have heavy plates here, but I might not need heavy plates. Let me see if I can just get the wire. Functional. And it has no uranium in it. Cargo container. I'm taking this reactor. I wanna weld this up. If I just cut it to pieces before... before we would like see what's in it. There's nothing in it. Only disappointment. Hey Marty! Thanks for checking in. This is just a short conveyor. This is just steel, I don't care about that. Conveyor adapter. Ah, interesting. Look at this. So it's basically large conveyor, and instead of conveyor junction, they were making two adapters, and from one adapter with another adapter, they were trying to drive this up. Awkward.
Inventory full.
Where is my ship? Oh, there is my ship. What is this supposed to be? Nothing and stairs. Uh-oh. The welder is having some grinder having some issue actually grinding it. There you go. Otherwise it is just steel. Let's peek into this container. There's a cargo container in it. More reactor cores. Heck yeah. I want it all. Gold thread. You need 8 of those to make an assembler. Else thingy. Electronics. Hard drive. I know that's also needed for something, but I haven't found anything that I need a hard drive for. Right. Hang on, there was something else in here, I think. Oh, that's a battery. So this antenna will not grow fast anymore. Alright, yippee-ki-yay. I think this was all the thing from here. I'm very happy with this find. I don't think we have seen reactors yet. That's one of the unlocks, but I think it will be unlocked in the other planet. I'm making a save as well before the game is crashing. And I can depower for some ASMR planet hopping. I see the bubble, it's like right at the front of my ship. That's where we need to go, but I can't go there directly. I mean, technically I could, because, you know, I have hydrogen, but I prefer to cruise. Yeah, so look at that, it's 118 kilometers for the terminal, and you can see the bubble from here. That's some impressive rendering range. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm trying to figure out, still thinking about that crashing issue for some reason. I don't know why, and it's one of the most awkward bugs that I have seen, because technically you can hear the game moving, the music is playing, you can see particles going around, but your character is like frozen in place. I'm like almost certain that is because I was just mucking around with the admin tool. But that's alright. That's just part of the experience. Yeah, this should be enough. We might catch some of the gravity this way, but at least I want to go towards wherever we are going. 90 kilometers is quite a distance still. If I see the gravity, well, I need to go further up a bit, but I think we should be good. These smaller asteroids are a bit scary. Imagine flying and just with this very small 1 cubic asteroid just going through your ship. Hang on, I wanted to sort out the GPS. We don't need to save that container home. This chemic is looking extremely like that Mars-like planet that we were checking out in creative mode. And this fast travel point is still locked for us. I wait for another 20 kilometers, then we can directly go to the bubble. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Homeworld, the old strategy games. I don't know why it was completely different, but this interesting calming orchestral music is kind of making me reminded of that game. You can almost make some good cinematics with this. Alright. That should be good. We can directly go for it now. And look at us, we are saving all the fuel in the world just by not actually running the ship, but gliding in 0G. We don't technically need to, but I think the engines are a bit loud. So I kinda have to do a bit of a switch off sometimes. Tight wad. What do you mean that wad? What was the extension of Doom maps, I think? This will probably be my favorite activity in Space Engineers, just gliding in high atmosphere. Scrooge? What are you talking about, Fittipaldi? I am no Scrooge. Oh shit! Bubble! Ah! I'm so happy that there's no contact damage within the bubble. This could have been awkward. I didn't know my aiming is this good. at that, all connected and refilled. We are good. Eh. Uh-oh. Performance dropped just a little bit. Alright, give me my reward. Contact terminal. Progress achieved. Energy storage tier 3. That's the one we are looking for. Large battery. Hang on, is it actually called battery? Hang on, let me scroll down. It should be in energy. Oh, this one. Oh, I see it now. This one needs motherboard and LED. I can't build it here because it's not my save zone, but still. And I still have this one mission here, and it should put us sector progress 100%. Fuel-based energy, is that like a hydrogen engine or what? This is manufacturing facility, okay. We will take a look. Although that is planet side, I just hope it's not on the other end of the world again. Ah, look at that, active contract 123 kilometers. That's on the other end of the world again. This will be another cruise section. Leaving the bubble behind. I'm just realizing that you wanted to suggest me to use the fuel to not crash in the station. But technically, what happens in the bubble remains in the bubble. We will not lose any parts in there. I've seen Kanajaji do the frontal face landing gear stopping inside the bubble. I found it funny. I don't normally use it, and this was not planned. I normally do spend the fuel to stop. But I guess this much awkwardness we can fit in there. Is it just me or the planet's getting closer? Hang on. Oh shit! No, the game crashed. No. Are we still moving? No, we are not moving. I don't know when I saved last time, but I guess we need to do a restart here. Damn, me and my admin tools mockery. This game was running perfectly until I was trying to experiment with water. I don't even know how to reset it. Oh, luckily we were saving at the station, so we were not missing too much. I'm happy for that. I'm content with that. We just need to wait for that to load in. There you go. Did it? Oh yeah, we were not picking up the new one. It saved after we turned in the original. Alright, so aiming for that. Dampeners, thrusters. Okay, we should be good. Even so, we might even need to kind of move it a bit up. Yeah, somewhere there. They're going with 300. And as long as we see the numbers going down... Shit! Slight issue, we are in gravity. We are climbing out of it. 1-3, 1-2, 1-1. You have entered stations on SE from standing up out of a passenger seat. Yeah, it usually puts you back where you entered from also. There you go. We are getting there. I still have that prepare the ship objective there. I wish this would be like something you can disable. It will burn into my monitor by the time I finish playing Space Engineers 2. And I can do a save just because. Still 100 kilometers. Try to aim a bit more towards our contract. an unknown signal, but I'm not going back for it. They are spawning fairly frequently, so if you ever want to go on unknown signal hunting, it will be fairly easy. And I was not sure how many are there. I think we have seen 4 different types so far. And browsing the admin thingies, I've seen like another bunch more. I was not really checking, but I saw some unknown signal marked something in while we were looking around in the admin menu. So I'm pretty sure there are at least like 10 different type, probably more. And they will add even more in future updates. Eventually we will get jump drives too, I think. And why I'm so brave going to this last contract is, even in the fix the drilling platform thingy, we always had the materials and the needs to fix everything in place. So probably we won't need to bring any materials with us. Everything that we need to complete the contract should be around the contract area. But I must say, even with this increased 300 meters per second, I'm not really having the most fantastic time waiting for us to get to the other side of the planet. I might give our dear friend Marek a feedback about long travel times when you're not doing anything on your ship, you're just waiting for a solid half an hour to get there. I guess things should get a bit more interesting. I just saw that we are entering planetary gravity now. Oh, what? I think the game froze again. We were not even doing anything special. Come on, game. Stream works, music works, nothing else works. Meh. I definitely need to do a reinstall. I just don't want to do it on stream because it is like 30 gigabytes. So we just need to make do with this. Yesterday this was running without an issue, but I guess this is just that kind of a day. I might even close the stream early so I can do this for tomorrow. I want to do the last mission, and then I want to travel to the new planet. That's basically our goals for today. I'm not really sure if it's related to speed in any way. What I want to do is I'm taking back from maximum speed, and then we will see. And when we get to like 40 kilometers or something, I do another save. We should be able to travel 40 kilometers. Luckily we are going back to it fairly quickly. It's just a matter of, you know, losing some progress. And I do hope a reinstall will solve this, because yesterday I had no issue with this. I didn't even have issue with this while I was testing the water earlier, so it must be something that I ticked in the admin panel. But yeah, I do a complete wipe and reinstall, and tomorrow we can hopefully play this without any interruptions. So yeah, that's the goal for today. Finish this mission, fly to the other planet, and then look around there. There will be contracts there as well, and hopefully more ores that we have not seen yet. I know that there are like 12 different type of ores in the game. So yeah, we have things to discover, and I'm not sure how many other unique encounters. Oh jeez Louis, that asteroid came out of nowhere. And it was saved, we did progress. There you go, 60 kilometers. And we are not even in atmosphere yet, so we are good. If we are not freezing, this should take us there in like 5 minutes or less. And I'm widely bad with trying to figure time out. So if we are not, don't blame me, I'm human after all. But yes, this mucking with the admin panel was really shooting us in the foot. I don't mind it because I was really curious about the water and I am not disappointed at all. But we probably accidentally activated something, and that is making us crash. Because yesterday I was playing a solid entire day without crashing. I had to restart it after like 6-7 hours, but I've seen no crashing, definitely no crashing like this. So unless it's something in the design of the ship, like I have too many hydrogen thrusters and that is like stopping the game at one point for something. You know what? Check this unknown signal, this is fairly close. Oh no! Are you freaking kidding me? No! Come on, space engineers. I'm not a happy camper today. Luckily we get back to it fairly quickly, but I'm not too happy with these crashes today. Even if it's my fault. Oh, there you go. There you go. Some ASMR flying, hopefully. I will not stop at any other unknown signals. We are here to complete that mission. Martin, maybe try repairing the install from stream. Yeah, that might be an idea. After the next crash, I will try to do that. I don't think it's like a file error, but that might be a good idea. We will try that next time I'm thrown out. It is happening fairly often now, like every, I don't know, 20 minutes maximum, or even more. I think I still think the issue is that I was messing around with the admin settings and accidentally activated something. Even though it was in a different save, I think there are settings there which are like game settings, and they are not clearing out when you are like entering a different save game. I think I might have messed something up. But yeah, we will try the repair. Thanks, Martin, that's actually a good idea. That might be something we can do. And these clouds getting a bit close to comfort. 40 kilometer. We can do it. Hopefully. Oh no! Look at this. We are freezing again. Let's try your thing. Manage properties. Installed files. Verify integrity. It should take only a very small second. I don't want to reinstall the entire game just for this, but we should be able to survive this, and we will see if this helps. If it is, we are okay. If not, I do need to do a reinstall. Create a backup of installed files. I only need the save game actually. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out where the save games are located. I think it should be in the game directory, but we will see in a second. Program files, stream, stream apps, common, Space Engineers 2. Yes, game data, Pioneer Edition, Redist, V-Rage. Game 2 has a bunch of stuff, but no save. Game data, vanilla, content, worlds. Encounters, survival, contracts. There are planet-based contracts too, just in case you wouldn't know. But I don't think it is saved here. I think it is saved in the documents directory somewhere. If I recall, I don't really know where though. Updata maybe? Updata local. That has no Space Engineers directory. Also no Keen directory. One files failed to validate and will be reacquired. You might have been onto something here, Martin. Ah. We will see. I found the save game location, so if it is not not doing the thing, then I can just cut the save games, reinstall, and after that it should work. But I will not put everybody through that one. I will probably close the stream early if this would go too bad, and maybe reopen a bit later today when I sorted things out. But let's hope that one file is causing the issues. Martin, are you playing SE2 as well? That's why you know how well to repair it. I'm quite curious. I've seen 2 people on my friends list play this, and a couple of other people who are not there, but I have seen some activity on stream. People, especially people who are kind of long-time Space Engineers fans, they are trying out the new update. I'm not the only one. And so far I had a good time. I mean, besides the crashes, which I only saw today in the stream, it was not crashing before. I absolutely had no issues with it so far. Some frame rate drops, but all things considered, it is a very fluid experience. And I guess the default one is tested properly just when you start mucking around with the admin commands, then you can mess things up. Some course correction. Should we stop at this unknown signal? I don't wanna, but it's so temptingly close. And who knows, maybe we find something new. Although I think this looks like the container one. I think we saw this one before. There's a bunch of half-broken containers. Maybe it isn't. I see a signal there, so it might be something different. Huh. I'm doing a save. I'm getting into the habit of it. Oh yeah, this is the container one. Some of these containers have some fancy stuff on them, but they're kind of beyond the need to the things that you can get from this. But look at this. This is actually called Rosa Radio. It says status functional. It's not actually doing anything, it just says it's trigger assigned actions on other blocks. But it doesn't have any action assigned to it, it's just a button. Radio comms. Uh-oh. I have to clear house. You're working on it. How far did you go? Oh, look at that. This one has an ion engine, or like 4 ion engines rather. And you can get the ion chamber from these. This is pretty cool. If you ever choose to work with ions. The problem is even this one is not propelling us faster than the 300-meter limit. Ah, look at that. Stainless steel, nothing, and construction component. Ooh, containers. Stainless steel, nothing. Silver rod, and nothing. Okay. Ooh, containers. Wire, yes.
Inventory full.
Oh. No to inventory full. Ion chamber. This will be good. I know that I've seen a picture of one of the later missions when you actually need to fix like an interstellar ship. So something like a large grid. Electronic parts. Nothing. Heavy duty plate. And wires. This one has nothing in it. More heavy duty plates. And this one. Oh, it has a Gatling cannon in it. But I remember this, I was not able to properly cut it last time unless I actually broke the wall. Go force container and be free. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, we have seen all of those. So yeah, 40k. Dampeners out, power out. And we are doing a save. Oh, not save as a save. As a matter of habit. But I am having a good feeling about this. Martin, you might have solved this for me. If you don't see any other crashes, then I guess it was just that one file that had an issue. I wonder why though, because I don't recall modifying files. Maybe the admin settings that we were kind of fiddling with that was having a bad writing somewhere. And that's why Stream identified it as a missing file or a faulty file. So it was basically just doing that. Hang on, we are not getting closer to the thing. Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry, Martin, this is still crashing. Luckily we saved just before this one. But it was not that one file, even though I was praising you for it because it really looked like we were solving something here. But unfortunately it was not that. I do need to do a reinstall of this after the stream. That's the only way to be sure. Backyard Gamer, mine's the same since the new hotfix. Oh really? I did see that there was something small installed today. But yeah, it's good to know that it's not mine only. Now it might be not have been the admin mockery that I was doing. Just doing that. Ah, okay. Wait, you mean like reinstalling it? If they added the hotfix, it will download the hotfix as well. I don't think you can revert it. Or can you? No. But technically what you can do is you can install it, update it to vertical slice 2, and then not allow any further installs. When you looked, you was using 37 GB of RAM and climbing. Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. Hang on. Boop. Space Engineers 2. Using 7 GB of RAM. That's not much at all. Anyway, we are getting to that contract even if that's the last thing we do. But yeah, if you have the same issue, like it is freezing for you, then it might be something to do with the hotfix. Ah, it froze again. I see the clouds moving, but nothing else. Oh, come on. It's not memory usage. It's only like what you are talking about is coming from like long play when you are playing for like 6, 7, 8 hours. After that, I had to restart it as well because G menu was not opening and other stuff. It was working fine until the hotfix. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I've started mucking around with the water and the admin tools after the hotfix, so it was kind of the hotfix was not my first issue. But I guess if it's so widespread that even both of us are having it, then you know there's nothing else to blame it on. I kind of identified that if I'm not going at maximum speed, I had a bigger success in doing stuff, but I'm not gonna blame everything on the speed. Ah, look at what the hell? It freeze again. I'm feeling a bit awkward about this. I'm here to stream a game, but if it's not working, I won't be able to do much. People are asking them to roll back the hotfix. Oh, okay. Then I guess it was the hotfix. I'm kind of dancing around the topic. I kind of want to believe them, but if there are people asking about rolling back the hotfix, then yeah, it's definitely the issue with it. Anyway, we are trying. I'm here. I have nothing else to do. And if reinstall would not fix it, then I guess we can just continue doing small increments of progress. Right, I tried to get a bit closer because I have plenty of hydrogen. I should be able to approach this from the planet. Let's see if I land a bit closer, then that would help. Save. If I get to that mountain range, I'm saving again. Let's see if flying close to the planet would help with this. Slow down your speed a bit. Your speed a bit as well might help. Yeah. Luckily saving is quick, so it is not causing any issue. meters per second. Oh, we froze. We were not going at full speed for sure this time, so I don't think it's the speed. I need to tell our dear friend Morag that this was not a good hotfix. They should really do something about it. Some were crashing flying full speed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was one of the things that I was thinking about, because it mostly happened to me when I was going at full speed. But now the crash was happening when I was not flying at full speed, so you know. This can be whatever. Oh, immediate crash. What the hell, we just barely loaded in. No! Crashing simulator. I tried to do a full stop, and we see if that one would help. I don't want to leave the ship here in space. But we are trying different things until I can actually get to it. Okay, we are going at 40 meters per second. Try to level it out and see if we can slowly stop. Zero meter per second. We are okay. Alright, let's see if I can just go down slowly. I only have one small downward thrust, so that should not be a fast descent. But as long as we are not crashing, I don't mind. 10 meters per second. We are going slower than me in a spacesuit. You know what? We might be able to do something with this. We are in gravity after all, so we can kind of stop moving and release the gravity, and that should make us fall down a bit without any interaction. (100 meters per second). I'm squeamish. I'm switching it back on. Ah! And we froze. Ah, this is awkward. We did have a few seconds extra. Backyard, if you reinstall it without the hotfix, let me know if that helps. Because if it does, I might do a reinstall. I will try not to, but I'm not sure we can continue like this. Hang on. Let me do that reinstall. I'm kind of on the because this makes no sense. This is just, you know, restarting all the time. Let me put in some Space Engineers music for you. This is the official soundtrack. And in the meantime, I'm doing some off-camera work. Hang on. SE to save. And what we need is welcome to Verden VS2 and normal. I saved the save game. I do an uninstall. Okay. That is gone. Save games are still here. So I'm kind of tempted to move the entire directory from this. SE1 imported grids, engine blueprints and all that. I'm pulling this entire directory over. That should take like 1 minute. After that, all the settings are basically deleted and I can do a clean reinstall. I'm sorry you don't see that one. I'm copying all the save data and other things, so I can actually restore everything if it would go tits up. It's a bit of a fix. It's 5 gigabytes of settings. That's in the user directory. It's sitting on your C drive up data roaming. It's a bit of an excessive, but I don't know. I don't know what these blobs are. I'm kind of thinking these are procedurally generated chunks of something. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, one additional thing I wanted to check. Properties, updates. Right, there was an additional setting here, but it's probably only working when you are like having the game installed. There's an additional option here that would say, oh, there you go. Let Stream decide when to update. I changed that to wait. Hang on. Let's immediately download, wait until I launch the game. Let stream decide when to update. I kinda wanted to not update, but I leave it at stream decide. And we'll see if a complete reinstall would help with this one. In the meantime, there are two things that we can check. One is there was an update to the SE2 Pioneer Edition folder. I'm not sure what else they added it, but if they added something... Oh, I only have the 1.0 Pioneer Edition thing. Even that is... Oh, okay. Well, I will not play too much Space Engineers music for you folks. That was also in the directory that's got deleted. But it should complete fairly fast. It is coming 300 Mbps. Not peak, but working. This might take a wee minute. Until then, for those of you who have not seen the screenshots from the water. No! I think what the uninstall did was it actually uninstalled the screenshot folder as well. Hang on, I might be looking at some things here. Wanted to show some SE2 screenshots, but I don't actually have the directory. I have SE1 screenshots, but not SE2. Let me see if I can actually find it, but I think that was deleted as well. Oh no, it wasn't. Heck yeah. I found this canyon system on the Earth, like not far from where I was having my base. That was pretty deep. These caves are looking quite okay. There are some graphical issues, but this is not actually graphical, like landscape issue. This is an LOD issue. This is how the small ship started out without the hydrogens. And this will be the river bed whenever we will have water. And sunsets. Those of you who have not seen, this was my base. It kinda doesn't look good from this angle. This was the starter ship which I crashed into the mountainside. And this was the base that I made. It took quite a while. Probably it will be easier later on when you can copy paste parts of your build. But if you're building everything by hand, just to get the right block and then rotating them up, down, left, right, with 25 centimeter grids, it's quite a work that takes a lot of time. I even remade my logo in it. I was trying to make a composite shot of the Earth, but I dropped the idea because this bubble was in it. Maybe one day I do it, but nobody needs a 8K shot of the new planet. But these red clouds, they look extremely good. Even the black ones. They did a lot of good things with this update. Rosa radio. The dark side of the planet. Yeah, I had the race talk before the stream, so it was not a PC related thing. This was the water planet. If you were going there, it was just all this canyony unfinished thing, and even the upper layer textures just having this front up and down thing. This was Byblos. This was the one that will be the big oceanic planet with very little landmass, when it will be filled out with water eventually. It will be interesting to see. I went down there, and yeah, these are kind of looking like a first draft, first draft of the thing. But if I went closer to it, it was actually doing great. And these were the wake of when you were traveling close to the water. It had some graphical issues in it, so the water is not ready at all. But even with what is there currently, it is not too bad. Within a few months, I think if they are just focusing just on the water, it will be pretty okay. It will be an okay water. If you angle it just right, it kind of looks like everything is okay with it. And the water was cutting off just at the left side of the screenshot. So if I would just tilt a little bit to the left, it would not... you would see the gigantic crack in it. But you know, if you angle it right, you can do some screenshots. Like here, you can see how the water is broken there. This was underwater, in case you have not seen that one. This is daylight underwater, and I made a screenshot of the nighttime as well. That's significantly darker. Oh, there you go. This is the nighttime underwater at the moment. You can still see these shapes of dunes underwater, but a bit awkward. There are two separate teams working on VS3 and VS4, so whichever completes first gets released. I would well, I wanted to say one of them must have easier job then, but none of this is easy job. But yeah, nighttime reflections of the dwarf planet, or what the heck is that? The fake sun. But yeah, if you look at it, it's pretty cool because you can see the reflections of your ship and the reflections of the planet and the moon. The reflection is already working pretty cool in the game. You can stand on your ship and it is kind of hovering there. Technically this is not hovering on the surface of water, it is just held up by the atmospheric thrust at the moment. Yeah, I do like it, even though it's a bit dark. But yeah, it's supposed to be dark when there are no light sources around. And this was at the beginning of this stream when we were trying to create a Mars-like planet. Accidentally added a 3 interlocking Mars-like planets there. But I figured it out eventually, and at the beginning of this stream we went down to that Mars-like planet. We didn't have too much issue with like the game crashing. This is why I was thinking that maybe the issue was the mocking around with the admin tools. But when you say back that others are complaining and want the hotfix reversed, it kind of gives me hope that I was not messing things up too much. There was a test planet where there were all desert surfaces and green grass and cliffside. They were just painting it over in grids on a planet, so you could take a look at the various cracked soil, grass, yellow, that sort of stuff. It would have been interesting to go there, but this is a planet size, so I'm not sure it would have been a good thing. I spawned in a water planet, but it was intersecting with the Mars one, so I ended up not not taking that and removing. And this was me approaching the Mars planet a bit later, or like Mars-like, not actually Mars, but it was called Mars-like, and you can see the water planet had these gigantic cracks on it up close. And this was our awkward moment. Are we there yet? 94%, okay. But the original save won't load, just eating RAM. No, a lot are having issues. That's alright. I'm just a bit awkward about it because I didn't have any until I started, doing stuff. Alright, things are getting there, 99%. Let me find the save game directory again. It was in users, mine, hop data, roaming. I only have Space Engineers 1 in there, so I guess I kind of need to start it up. 99% complete and installing. Alright. Content file logged. Resume. Oh, 3% more of downloads. Or is it oh, it's installing. Okay. Estimated remaining 6 seconds. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Is it done? Content file logged. What? Installing still 96, 97. $99. It's off. I was bound to start sometime. Hang on. I need to read back. Your original save won't load. Eating RAM. It's off. I was just bound to start sometime. What witchcraft is this memory leaky in alpha? Well, yeah, I kind of see what you mean. But I don't know. The first stream I had was perfect. That was like 8 hours uninterrupted, no issues whatsoever. I might need to stop this Venom, but I think it is not installing because I have the directory locked for some reason. I only have Space Engineers 1. What do you mean this content file logged? For some reason it's not able to finish the install. I don't really have anything else. Wait, is it finishing the install? Download failed. This is not filling me with confidence. My SE2 stream is not actually doing what it's supposed to. That's weird indeed. I'm checking if I have anything else that would be like affecting this, but no, I don't. Oh, 100% complete. Installing. Okay. That might have been the directory locked for some reason. Validating. The game is ready to play. Of course it is not. Sorry for this. Let me look into this. Again, maybe it created the directory is needed. Optata, roaming. Space Engineers Fund. So it is not creating any files just yet. I probably need to start it once and make one save file, and that should be able to solve this. Yep, it created it. Optata, save games. I'm popping back in my Verden save just in case, and we will see if it can load back thing. Welcome to Verden. This has 0 modifications, just the basic clean install and all the settings removed. So I don't even have the game set on maximum graphics, I think. And all the muckery with the admin tools should have been removed. So if it is still breaking now, then it's definitely the hotfix. Oh, Jesus. Sorry for that. Hang on. The reset also affected the audio. There you go. Let me take that to like 40%. And sound effects can be down to even lower. Alright, active contact that way. I'm feeling confident to just fly there. Cross your fingers, folks. What? It says 400 km per hour. Did it actually revert it to... Oh, it's the hotfix. It's the hotfix. I'm crashing again. So yeah, this is a clean install, just a save game, and I'm crashing with it. And I don't really have anything else on this. It is definitely the hotfix. I've done literally nothing that would result in this. Yeah, you told me, but you know, it never hurts to verify. It was not the game files, it is the hotfix probably. Because this is an unmodified, fresh, clean reinstall, and I have not copied back any settings, so it was not that what I did with the admin tools. It was just a clean Verden install and nothing else. This is awkward, but that also means that we can probably spend the rest of the night with something else, even though I don't really want to. Might be off camera, I will come back and I will try to sort this out, like saving every 5 seconds until I reach that waypoint. But I don't want to subject anybody for that one, so I might say my goodbyes here for the stream. Original save wouldn't work, but a fresh game started straight up. Yeah, this fresh games should start up because they don't have any additional blocks or anything that would affect you. So that's just almost like an empty world, more or less. There's nothing in it that can break. Not even the mission points or waypoints. Seems if I'm not doing anything, I might get a few extra seconds while I'm falling down. I try to land and we will see if I can, well, worst case scenario, making a GPS at the ship and try to approach this thing on foot. Not sure that should affect anything, but you know. Unknown signal. Oh, and we crashed. Alright, I guess that was it. Until this crashing is fixed by Keen, I don't think I will be able to stream this. Because, you know, this is not really worth watching for any of you. 11 people watching and the game is not working. I need to let our dear friend Mark know about this disgrace. They really need to fix what they mocked up. But yeah, I'm saying my goodbye for the stream, folks. If this fixed by tomorrow, I will have another stream, or whenever this will be fixed, I will have another stream. Because I still need to do the active contract here and check out the new planet. But yeah, hopefully by tomorrow we will see a fix for this. Make sure the big honcho man is knowing about this. Thanks everyone who was tuning in this time, and see you folks hopefully tomorrow or in the next time. Bye bye.